Each day, the Stoics practiced clarity, resilience, and inner peace, not through grand gestures but simple daily actions. First, they began the morning with reflection. They prepared their minds by imagining the challenges ahead, not to worry but to strengthen their resolve. If adversity came, they were already ready. Second, they focused only on what they could control: their thoughts, their actions, their choices. Everything else, they let go. Third, they practiced negative visualization. They imagined life without the things they loved, not to dwell in fear, but to sharpen gratitude for health, for time, for those around them. Fourth, they embraced discomfort: a cold shower, hunger, silence, the absence of luxury. By choosing hardship, they built strength and reminded themselves that they could endure. And finally, they ended each day in reflection, quietly asking, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? What can I do better tomorrow? With honesty and no judgment, they improved, one day at a time. This was the Stoic way, and it still is. 1. The mind of a Stoic. The Stoics believed that peace isn't found in the world around us. It's found within. To cultivate that peace, they trained the most powerful tool they had: the mind. A Stoic trains to see clearly, not through judgment, but observation. Every event is neutral. It is our opinion that labels it good or bad. So the Stoic pauses, steps back, and asks, what is this really? Is it an insult? Or just words in the air? Is it a setback? Or a chance to grow stronger? A Stoic embraces the present. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only this moment. They remind themselves, this is all I ever have, this moment, right now. So they give it their full attention, whether they are walking, eating, working, or simply breathing. A Stoic guards their peace, not by avoiding chaos, but by carrying calm inside them. They do not depend on praise. They do not crumble from criticism. They stay centered, like a rock in a storm. And when emotion rises, they do not react. They breathe, they wait, and then they choose. Because a Stoic knows, it's not what happens that matters. It's what you do next. 2. The strength of character. To the Stoics, success wasn't wealth, fame, or comfort. It was virtue. The quiet, steady pursuit of excellence in who you are. They believed in 4 core virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. Wisdom, to know what is right. Not cleverness, not information, but true insight. The ability to see clearly, to make sound choices, to align action with truth. Courage, to do what is right. Not the absence of fear, but the will to move through it. The courage to speak up, to endure pain, to stand alone when necessary. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish. Epictetus justice, to treat others as they deserve. Not just fairness, but action. The Stoic helps, defends, uplifts, because we are all connected, and there is no virtue without others. Temperance, to master desire. The ability to say no, to stop before excess, to know when enough is enough, and that what's most powerful is self-control. These virtues are not goals. They are a way of life. The Stoic doesn't seek applause. They don't chase reward. They simply ask, what is the right thing to do? And then they do it. In this, they find strength. In this, they find freedom. 3. Facing adversity. Adversity is life's test. The world will shake you, challenge you, break you open. The Stoic knows this and welcomes it. Not because suffering is good, but because adversity reveals who we are. When hardship arrives, the Stoic doesn't ask, why me? They ask, how can I rise to meet this? Pain is a teacher. Loss is a mirror. Failure is a forge. A Stoic turns obstacles into opportunity. They don't waste time wishing it were easier. They work to become stronger. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. They face illness with dignity, loss with grace, injustice with integrity. They remember, this moment is not against me, it is for me, to sharpen me, to humble me, to prepare me. Even in chaos, the Stoic holds their inner fortress, because courage is calm, because stillness is strength. And when all else falls away, they still have power over one thing: their response. That's where true freedom lives. 4. Living with purpose. A Stoic does not drift. They live with direction, intentionally, deliberately, because time is short and every moment matters. They don't wait for the right time. They know the right time is now. Purpose isn't found, it's chosen. The Stoic asks, what kind of person do I want to be? Then they live the answer. Through action, not talk. They don't chase applause. They don't measure life in likes, in wealth, in titles. They measure it in character, in contribution, in inner peace. Every day they wake with a simple aim: to live according to nature, to do their duty, to serve the world, starting with those around them. They know that a life of meaning isn't loud. It's consistent, quiet, rooted. It's showing up fully for the work in front of you. It's being kind when it's hard. It's choosing discipline over ease. It's keeping your word, even when no one's watching. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. To Epictetus, in the eyes of the Stoic, success is simple. Did I live with virtue? Did I serve with love? Did I do my best today? If yes, then nothing more is needed. 5. Relationships in the Stoic heart. The Stoic walks the path of reason and discipline, but never without heart. They know we are not meant to go through life alone. We are threads in a vast fabric, bound to each other by duty, by love, by shared humanity. What injures the hive injures the bee. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoic cultivates strong relationships through virtue, not attachment. They love deeply, but not possessively. They give freely, but without expectation. They speak truthfully, but with care. They do not try to control others, not their opinions, their choices, or their emotions. They respect each person's path. Instead of clinging, they connect. Instead of judging, they understand. Instead of resenting, they forgive. When hurt, they do not retaliate. When praised, they do not inflate. When wronged, they rise above. Because the Stoic knows no one can harm your soul but you. And the highest expression of strength is gentleness. They hold space for others. They lead with empathy. They protect their peace, but never by shutting others out. In every relationship, they ask, am I being just? Am I being kind? Am I living my values? And in doing so, they build bonds not based on need, but on truth. 6. Death, detachment, and the art of letting go to the Stoic. Death is not to be feared. It is to be understood. Because only in facing death can we truly learn how to live. They remind themselves daily, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Marcus Aurelius. This is not morbid, it's clarifying. When you accept that everything ends, you stop taking things for granted. You hold your loved ones closer, you waste less time, you speak more truth, you live more fully. The Stoic practices detachment, not to be cold, but to be free. They love without clinging. They succeed without pride. They lose without despair, because they know nothing truly belongs to us, not our possessions, not our roles, not even our bodies. Everything is borrowed. Everything returns to the earth. So the Stoic lets go of control, of ego, of fear. Not all at once, but daily, little by little. They greet change with calm. They meet endings with grace. And when death finally comes, the Stoic is not surprised. They've rehearsed it in their heart 1,000 times. They do not beg for more time. They simply ask, did I use the time I was given well? And if the answer is yes, then they leave without regret.